What's up, y'all? It's Shuffle, and we are back again with the viewer runs. This is from Reign of Neon Petals, aka Neon Blade, in the Discord / stream. They're pretty prominent in the community, so what is up? And this is a pretty long, girthy run here, almost an hour, so strap in, because this is what we're doing for a while. I got a full glass of water. My cats are, in fact, mobile and hitting scratch posts, but you know what? We're just going to roll with it. Hopefully they are not too disruptive in the recording process. Kind of tough to plan around the cats themselves when we have such a long video to deal with, but I digress. Alright. So this is recorded on PlayStation 4. Shoutouts to all the console friends. It's a very cool intro, I must say. What's this down here? It's like a keyboard. So this is Cove. I think this is the crew. IIRC. I actually jumped ahead just to see what I was getting into. I usually don't, but with the long video I wanted to know exactly what I was dealing with here. So with the provisions, I like what I'm seeing here. So the extra shovel, I do this a lot. I take the extra shovel and I hope to burn it in the first like 2 hallways or something. Usually it doesn't happen, but whatever. Okay, 6 bandages might be cutting it a bit close just because the boss has bleed, the Uka crabs are live, so that's more bleed, and we don't have a bleed cure. We have a pretty slow team with Leper who gets bled pretty easily, so I don't know what the trinkets and the quirks are looking like yet, but Musketeer is going to be on like big time heal duty. But with this, the rest of it looks fine. Probably a few more torches. The Cove has long hallways, so usually you want more torches, but we might buy more. Who knows? Cats are, in fact, running. A lot of holy water. Usually I would just stick to the 1 stack, just to free up the inventory space, but we can probably burn these early. I don't think we need these at all unless there's infestation. The anti-venoms. Laudanum? I don't think we need laudanum. I don't think it's worth the slot. There's no squiffy gas yet, so it's not as relevant. So it's like, it's just Madman at that point. Okay.
I employed a crew of particularly
I was gonna see if I could recite this from memory, because this is one in my Sins video I used as one of the narration pieces, so I listened to it like 10 times. Alright. Okay, Bleed Charm, good. Fortunate Armlet, this is good. Level 3 gear, that's fine. I mean, if you can get to level 4, that'd be nice. I forgot what our money situation was looking like. Okay, so we're at a minute and a half. What are we looking at? 50,000? I would have considered maxing out, but it's okay.
And drowning.
Okay, this is something I'm curious to see here. This looks like Hue and not Chop. I am pretty sure I am not a fan of single Hue move, like the single attack move. Why is the map thing actually better on console than it is on a PC? What is that, dude? Hold up. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. The boss is in fact to the right. Okay. It kind of looks like it might not be, but we cut off half the dungeon. This is about as close to perfect. This is perfect. This is a perfect split on how you're gonna do this boss. The only way it could be better is if it's like 5 and 5, and then you know for sure it's this one. But this is, I mean, we're still cutting off half the dungeon. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want to see. Who disarms traps in this team? Shieldbreaker with the spear tip. Got Hag's Ladle, so this game's pretty far along. Level 4 weapons over armor. I usually take armor before weapons, but I think SB's weapons are a little bit different because they're kind of crazy. So, okay, the first shovel's gonna go right here, most likely. I think I'd burn it. So Shieldbreaker's got a blade set up, which I don't know how important blade is here. Like, it's important for her to stick it. Actually, the disease resist is pretty nice, because the jellyfish disease. Let me switch headphones here. Yes, I always keep one headphone out of my ear so I can hear everything else going on around me. Maybe I don't need to do that, but that's what I do. Interesting team too, because command spam can be really nice. Shieldbreaker's kind of independent, so It's a matter of everything else after that. So old unit standard and the Garlic. Nice, he missed and then he got buffed. Very cool. That might pull. Okay, it didn't. Good. Not that it really matters. This team's pretty decent about movement. Like, Shieldbreaker is kind of nice. And then we have Man-at-Arms who can go forward if he needs to, so we can get around. I would probably... I would Rampart the grouper just so I could hew the witch. This would be my opener. But we'll see. You know, puncture? Yeah, that works too. Accomplishes the same thing for the same reason. Although you could say this way SB could get, or not SB, Musketeer could get a shot on Cultist Switch. Yeah, was there a consideration of flare? We don't need to. It feels like it might be good. But flaring Shaman is probably like one of the biggest pieces of bait in the game. So we do have one attack queue. The reason you don't want to flare Shaman is because he goes first and no one can hit him this turn, so like he goes first, then he's just out of stealth at the end of, or the start of the next turn. I really don't like Hue as the single attack move. I've done this, but right now I feel like we're playing too slow. Like we're setting up debuffs, or not debuffs, we're setting up buffs against in the turn one, which is when we should be trying to kill something. Like ideally this Cultist Switch is gone on this turn. It looks like she might not be. We also guarded instead of bolstered. So bolster, I feel like bolster is something we could take off for these fights. Like we don't need it till the boss. And potentially Nightmare. Is that against Brawler? I feel like we're playing very defensive. And we're going to take a lot of extra damage and stuff that we're going to have trouble dealing with because we're playing so defensively here. There's a case to use that against Cultist Switch just to make it easier for Leopard to erase her this turn. Is that stress heal? Yeah, Leopard. Didn't get the kill that we wanted. Got crits, that's probably going to go through. Oh, it didn't. Nice. Bleed did not stick, which is really good. It would have been nice to get this fish idol in like 2 rooms. Alright, Cleave doing work. But it would have been nice to get this Curio, the fish idol, in like maybe the 3rd room and not this one, because that way we could camp and then pick up the buff from it for the future, but we don't get to this time, which kind of sucks. Very poor placement on the dungeon's part. That Bleed Charm is doing work, or Blood Charm, I forget what it's called. I always get the names mixed up. There's like Bleed and Blood Charm. Bleed Amulets. Rampart getting use. So that guard on turn 1 didn't really do anything for us. Like we guarded and she never got hit to my knowledge. Might have been a spear. There was a spear fishing. That's right.
Wounds of war can be healed.
There's a spear fishing.
Never hidden.
Intimidate gets interesting. Intimidate gets very interesting. Like Intimidate Grouper? I would consider Intimidate Grouper there. And the reason being, I think this Blade's going to kill the Brawler, which is good. But I was going to say, I was considering it because I think, depending on when the mark was applied, the mark would stay on him this turn. And then we could just shoot him with Shieldbreaker. Not Shieldbreaker, Musketeer. Because she doesn't need to heal yet, so we can get some damage out. We're taking a lot of stress, though. Yeah, here comes that Hue.
As the fiend falls.
Oh, yeah, that was Impale's Blight, so I wasn't gonna do enough damage. Probably Rampart, yeah. You could Retribution rank 3 actually, yeah. Just do the on hit. Nice. And then shoot it. That should be enough. This is actually perfect. We should shoot it here. The stress heal on Musketeer is too inconsistent. Because now we're taking, this is stress we could have avoided. So instead of trying to heal free on everyone, we could have just avoided 17.
Annihilated.
I think this guy bleeds out. No, 1 damage because it's veteran though. Alright, didn't matter. Get a heal out? Yeah, why not? Like the recognition to heal Musketeer because we have Solemnity. So we don't need to heal Leper. Leper is in fact chilling.
Their formation
Our team is back in order, I think.
Maintain the
Nice.
offensive.
Blood? Do we need blood? I don't know. I don't know what this estate's looking like. I forgot to look at the blood in the inventory screen. We had a decent amount of gold. Onyx are kind of a trap usually. But busts aren't that good either, so I don't quite know what to take. Maybe, honestly, actually no, we don't dump a holy water. We use the holy water on the fish idol. Okay, I like the scouting recognition. I think it's busts or nothing. Unless we really need blood. I think Onyx is like the least important thing out of these three. Because at most we're gonna find like one more. Like on average we find like one more Onyx in this dungeon. Probably less than that because we're cutting off half of it. So I thought Intimidate was good. Like I can see the value of Purge. I thought Intimidate was fine enough. There were a couple times to press at that fight. I want Hugh gone. But maybe that's just me. There are a couple Hugh enthusiasts in my Discord. Also, that's kind of a sin, right? Use holy water and like the head falls off the idol. Does that thing have like cutting power? Inventory Tetris. Look at that, rewarded.
Loot.
Rewarded for taking the busts. Outstanding.
Another mariner.
This is actually a scary mission. Because we have Crew, who is a massive stress bomb of a fight. We already have a bunch of stress on our team, and then
Promise of safety.
the nightmare for Shieldbreaker is more stress. I think someone did this before. I'm pretty sure one of the older runs was a Shieldbreaker against Crew, and there's a Snake Nightmare. I'm very certain of that. It might have been Siren, but I'm pretty sure it was Crew. Actually, let me... No. Oh, goodness. I saw something I didn't like. Alright, so I just wanted to see what this SB had for stuff. I forgot to look before. So... because I didn't get to see the quirks earlier. Natural Eye, not bad. Shieldbreaker has a couple range attacks. I think Captivate too, but it's not leveled up. Fear of Eldritch, very scary to take here. Although Shieldbreaker is just, you know, a unit at this point, so she's not really concerned about that. I think she's gonna do okay. And I probably would have ditched the scale if camping is, if the nightmare is available. I probably would not have taken this. Like, I see the defensive value, but we're giving Shieldbreaker bonus stress on a team that has that struggles very much to cure stress. I think it's only 5 stress, but it's enough. I think it's like 1 point. Like, just every time you get hit by something. Might have to be over 10, but yeah. Yeah, I agree with that we puncture. This is why I didn't want to use Hugh, by the way. Because when we run into Uka crabs, because I learned this when I was doing, well, I already like had an idea about this, but when I did my Abomination Team of the Week video, like a couple days ago, whenever it was, like I wanted to use Rake and just blow up the front line, and I ran into Uka crabs. So running a cleave move here is pretty dangerous. We have Shieldbreaker to circumvent it. I got sea quirks there. So balance, good. Don't want to move them out of the way. Then we have Natural Swing, fine, that solves a lot of issues. Thanatophobia, like obviously we can't cure every negative quirk, but that's scary to see. And then Cove Tactician. This is another reason, oh, Chop's not even leveled, bro. Oh, Chop would have been so good. We have 25% bonus damage. I can see why Hugh is appealing at this point, but we're not even running Revenge. Like, the Leper build is pretty split down the middle. Because we have Blood Charm to resist the bleed attacks. but then we have withstand to also resist the bleed attacks. Like, I understand if we're just chilling up front tanking the Anchorman later. Like, I get that. But we have two defensive things when we could just be going all in on offense. Like, it should be... Not that we're really going to press withstand, I think, while we're going, but like, I feel like it should have been Chop. I really feel like Chop would have been the better move just to have on here. Because... like these situations where you fight an Uka crab. Nice, good dodge. Dodging. Hugh again, yeah. Okay, crit's pretty nice. Crit does make things a bit easier. Definitely shoot that dude. Heal is so low tempo. Shoot that grouper. Oh, I saw that heal come from a mile away. We're wasting our mark. We definitely should have shot that creeper. We have all the time in the world to heal after this. And Uka is gonna bleed us to death. I'd Rampart, personally. Especially with the unit standard, I'd definitely Rampart here. 1 sec. Sorry about that. Now that I'm seeing this bolster a second time, I think it's a little too slow in this fight. Like, the longer it takes us to wrap this fight up, the more times we have to deal with arterial pinch. And that's gonna do a lot of damage over the fight here. I think we still puncture to set up. Yeah. That hurt. We even had natural eye. No, we shouldn't have guarded back there. We should have guarded leper or something. Like, I see why, but because, you know, this can happen and we get pulled in front of leper. That's why I would not have guarded musketeer there, but I guess those are always a 50-50. Yeah, with the camp on deck, we should be going to town on damage. Impale doesn't get enough value there. I don't know about that one. Like, what do you say to the rare miss? Nice. What was the chance to hit here? 89. Like, there are no tips there. There's no whatever. You know, if this was Twitch chat, it'd be play better. Alright, we got the stun. That's important. Is that dude at 1 HP? Nice. I checked the HP. It's at 1. It's bleeding out. Okay, we're definitely healing. It's kind of scary to try and heal through that that pinch debuff, but like Musketeer can do it because she can stack healing receipts, so we can get through it somewhat reliably at some point. I think we still Retribution just because there is a chance that it hits rank 3 with like arterial pinch, which is fine, and guarding doesn't really do anything right now. We have Leper and Man-at-Arms who can tank a lot of damage. We have Shieldbreaker who has a block up, so getting hit by this isn't like a huge deal. We dodged, so you could say in that essence it was good. But I feel like we're safe enough. Like, Tidal Slam isn't the issue, especially with Leper having balanced lock-in. Locked in, we didn't really need that so much. We gotta shoot. Like, we have to end this fight now. And since no one else gets Mark synergy, actually Mark, that's, I don't know if I would Mark there, just because it lasts 3 turns and it's gonna wear out this turn. Like, if I got to shoot it 3 times, I think I'd be okay with it, but I don't. So we're trading 1 turn, like, we're basically, instead of doing like 300% damage, because we attack 3 times against this, we're doing 200% because we spent, no. Let's see. Depending on how it wears off, it could be more. It could be like 400%, right? Maybe we crit. Crit would be nice. Oh, we spent a turn healing. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I'd like to take a minute to reconsider these move selections. Because right now I'm not the biggest fan of some of these. Like Shieldbreaker, hers is fine, but like the Hew over Chop, sorry about that, but yes, the Hew over Chop is really biting us right now. It's not even leveled. Like I would almost chance the low accuracy just to have the ability to do, you know, some okay damage. And Aquarian, where are you? Is that a full stack of crests? Excuse me. Might take the crest. Probably pitch the emerald, honestly. Maybe the anti-venom. Actually, no. If we're gonna get a nightmare, the anti-venom gets okay. That's the other reason we probably should have took more bandages. We should toss those herbs. Like they're not doing anything. If we didn't use them there, they're not gonna do anything. And that thing's worth like what, 1,500? So we can toss the herbs and just pick up 1,500 gold. It's not bad. Pop the chest. I like seeing all the different stuff with the console version. Like having the, what you call it, the brackets under the curio. I think that's kind of cool. Something I'm not used to seeing. And that's fine that we kept that key. It may seem a little weird. What's up, Collector? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is scary. Definitely Pierce. There's actually a case, if we had a stun that we could stick on him, there'd be a case for puncture. But we don't have like a fast occultist or something. Because puncture would lower his speed so we could stun him and he's trapped up there. And then he goes late in the round next time. Yeah, I think this is a bolster. Usually I don't advocate for this, but I think this is bolster. The reason is because we can't move in front of Leper, because that's going to screw him. And guard on this turn loses so much value, so it is bolster. This is a bolster turn. And then we can move back with shield, Musketeer. I would have hewed. Just start going in. Like, hew and then impale, right? Because now Shieldbreaker's just going to run in front of Leper. Oh, God. This is bad. This is very bad. He's got 2 highwaymen. We got surprised. This is bad. I would actually just start going in with Musketeer. Is that to cleanse the mark? I don't think they get mark synergy. I don't know. People swear up and down that the collected highwaymen get mark bonus, like mark damage bonus, but it's not. I didn't see it in the wiki, and I haven't noticed that they get a damage bonus off it. They just hit really freaking hard, like normally. This is a bit scary too, having guard on SB against like a stress attack with Man-at-Arms who dies to stress, because I always say that. People always make fun of me. But look at Man-at-Arms, he's just ramping up that stress. I think we can spam guard. I think we should spam guard SB actually, because she only has like 24 HP. Did we ever bolster? I don't see it grayed out, so we didn't bolster, did we? Man, I'm nervous. I'm actually pretty nervous about this fight right now. I would shoot Collector. Like, I would stack Prot on Man-at-Arms, and I just start shooting Collector. Like, we have to get damage in there.
Slowly, gently.
Point-blank shot.
This is how a
Is that you?
life is taken.
No. We need to leave this Highwayman alive because he's gonna summon. Actually, he might not. No, he should summon. I think he definitely summons when he has no Highwayman, but I can't remember if he always summons if he has one left, like one unit left. I'm pretty sure he does. I feel like the sweet spot is just killing one and leaving him alone.
Quakes.
God, we're losing so many actions. Now we have to heal. We have to heal Man-at-Arms, yeah. Since we already stacked the buff on him. I was gonna say, may as well withstand at that point. I don't know. Definitely not Impale. Don't Impale. Cleave against like 2 units is not the business. Are we gonna like win because of Retribution? So he doesn't always summon when he has one left. That's good to know, actually. I would go for the Rampart, yeah. If we can stun him up here, that's gonna be really good for us. Okay, that's good. That's our first... It's turn 5, and that's our first huge tempo play. Oh, man. Alright, that was good. It's pretty close to max damage. Then heal Man-at-Arms again. Just keep bombing those heals on him. This is a bolster turn, because he's going to summon. Oh, bolster is gone. Okay, we did use it. So, guard... No. Oh, actually, what do we do? I guess we could have... It's weird. We could have ramparted for the damage. Unless we're going to double... Unless we're going to double guard to stack protection. Kind of sucks that missed, but getting the counterattack buff is more important. My buddies. Got the sampler pack. Shoot. I wouldn't even waste time marking, because we may have a situation where we mark and then we have to heal next turn. So may as well just get the damage. Or that happens. Okay, so we impale, because for one there's a cleave against 4 units. That gets us a lot of bonus. How did he go first? Oh, that screws everything up. It's guard SP. Because Musketeer has the damage or the HP to soak this hit. I was gonna say, what we should do, or what the ideal thing there would be if we got to have Shieldbreaker's turn first, then we could have impaled, and then we can rampart past SP, and we can get a stun. Still guarded. And some impale, yeah. There's a case of, that was puncture actually. That was legit a puncture turn. He just summoned right away. Shoot, oh, we can't shoot him. So this is why we would have punctured. He would have been at the back, we could have shot him, he was marked. That guy was bleeding out, so we should have shot the Highwayman. Right, he was, wasn't he? He had 1 tick of blade, he has 1 HP, he's dead. There's no point to shooting him. Good job, Retribution. Alright, let's get that stun again. Perfect. He's stunned, but the mark's coming off. Actually, unless we go first, this is why puncture would have been so good. His speed would have been down. There is a huge case, or huge likely scenario, that Musketeer would have went first, the mark would still be on, and then we would have got this bonus damage. I think it would have shot there anyway. Like, we have a camp. Like, this is not the fight to slow play. Let's say, if we get a second stun, the fight's over. Getting very lucky, he's not, like, spamming lifesteal enough against us, so... That was a good recovery from a really bad situation. It's the herbs. Toss the herbs. Toss the herbs. There are only 2 herbs. Please. Alright. What's the best case scenario now? No hunger checks yet, but it's only been 2 hallways. Been some packed fights. I think we should open the pack anyway, just to see what's in it. There could have been food. Like food that we don't need to pick up, we could have ate it. Okay, we camp here. Well, actually we have to see. Let's say if we scout and we don't see a fight in the hallway, I would 100% camp here. The other thing to consider is it's puncture. It's puncture the witch. Yeah. See, if you only use guard, this is puncture the witch and then guard musketeer. So if you get pulled, you're in front of Shieldbreaker and it's not the end of the world. But we're worried about stress. Considering the fight that's coming up, we should be, like, the stress casters should be priority number 1 for us. Alright, nice. Probably Rampart. If we were gonna guard, we could have guarded last turn. Dang, he just doesn't move, does he? Oh, they're trying twice. Oh, no. This is one of those times where Captivate gets value because you don't move. Accuracy is so low, too. I feel like this wouldn't be as much of a struggle as it feels like it is. I do respect the move in rank 4, because you can puncture out of there, and then Leper still gets to attack, so that was really good. But yeah, I think if we switched up some of our moves, this team would not be struggling as hard as it is. Because it just feels off. Because we get into too many situations where we have, like, really bad plays. Like, we just lose so much tempo. Puncture. I think we puncture the witch. Just to lower her speed for the next turn. Like, I can see trying to get around spearfishing. Shoot the witch. 100% shoot this witch. Please. Oh, goodness. Alright, the dodge was clutch. See, we would have had 6 damage. She would have had like another 10 from being shot. And then this Hue would have... No? Like, I would have took the damage. Like, we're just... Leper is the one person who needs to be attacking like every single turn. Yeah, I'm gonna stress caster up. Bolster on turn 4. Can't do much about it, I guess. Alright, purge value. Alright, nice. SP still at 0 stress.
Foolish horrors.
Very funny.
And driven into
Do we camp?
mud.
I don't know. Good. I was gonna say, I want to see the next rooms here. Secret room behind us. Is that worth going for? This is tough. Got the buff. Because I think you can get a... Ooh, we definitely should have camped. Ooh, that hurts. So I think it can give you a stress heal. And we just happen to get the godlike buff. that we're gonna have to camp off. Okay, this is preventative measure against... Okay, so we're definitely camping. This is preventative measure against getting ambushed. I like to put Leper in 4. Because sometimes, like, that way, if we get surprised, he just goes forward. He can't go backwards. Alright, so we are getting snakes. But with the way it is now, I think we could have thought about this more. Yeah, quarantine's pretty good. Quarantine, reflection, marching plan, that's already 9. And then, like, snakeskin. We don't have tactics, do we? Tactics is the... No, we don't. Alright, those awkward. We're gonna float a point. We have 2 points. Snake Eyes gets okay. Because all the snakes have armor, I think. Except for, like, the Viper. Like, the Hooded Viper. I think. So, the other 2 snakes do have prod. Does the big one have prod? It does, right? Something low? I can't remember. All I know is the Rattler has prod. And that's reason enough. I would marching plan. The snakes are kind of fast. I would definitely marching plan. But Shieldbreaker is also kind of frail at this point. So this is a bit scary. Oh, we have reflection too. Oh, we have so many good buttons. So we can use our 2 points for field dressing. That would actually be pretty good, especially with Chargins. So that I think that could go there. But I want to think about this more. Like, would I... Like, what is the best thing? I think it's still marching plan. Like, what's better than marching plan? Snakeskin's pretty good for her. And the reflection's good for him. But we're not running revenge. Like, if we had revenge on, then reflection looks more appealing just because we're going, like, you know, big damage leper. But we're not. We have withstand. So reflection not as strong, although it is still useful. Like, I would still consider reflection, but I think marching plan is what I'd hit. Personally. Oh, was that both? That might have been one proc. Yeah, okay. The thing that sucks about the Shieldbreaker nightmares is that if you don't have an ambush preventer and you scramble your team like this to deal with an ambush, if you do not get the nightmare, if you do get the nightmare, you're in this position where everyone's out of order. We're gonna have a very bad turn 1.
May we find victory.
Okay, it's the sampler pack.
Sand and
I think I used that joke already.
out hope of wholesome reverie.
Oh man, this is bad. Oh, don't pass. Oh, bolster. Like, this is the only time to bolster.
The blood quickens.
Withstand. Don't waste the tempo. It's very low tempo, but it's not 0 tempo.
Such
Okay.
a terrible assault cannot be
And
left
resisted.
unanswered.
Take it. Alright, no crit, that's good. Man, Flare would have actually gotten some value. If we were in, like, a normal position for this team. Can we just puncture the big snake? Yeah, it does have 20 prot, see? I knew. Oh, the front one does have prot. They all have prot. Shuffle vindicated. This team really stalls when we have Leper in 2 and Man-at-Arms in 1. It's either stun or move back with Man-at-Arms. I think we move back with Man-at-Arms. It's as low tempo and weird as it is. Because if we're not moving back now, I guess it won't matter. Yeah. We lost Leper's turn. Feels. Oh, no. Flared. Oh, my goodness. Skeet shot would have been so good. Because, like, worst case scenario, if you have to heal next turn, you can just use Solemnity. Gotta kill that Viper.
Eradicated.
Alright, we may be okay. I would definitely move back with Man at Arms. Like, I would just run the 2 spaces back, put Leper up front. Unless, I guess, unless we can go first with Man at Arms this turn. Or, like, before Leper at least. The mark is too slow. Like, I think you're better off just healing with, Musketeer at that point. The guard's doing work, to the guard's credit. How many bandages do we have? Do we press 1? I guess so. Probably Retribution, actually. Because now we're in this position where, again, we have, like, Leper's forced to move, and you don't want your damage dealer moving. Okay, good. I was about to say, this is like the 4th time we've marked and then healed, like, right after. We can't keep affording to do that. There's nothing else to move anyone on this team anymore. So that's why I wanted to move Man at Arms back. Just move him back. Just move him back. Because we're about to be in a position where we're taking just more damage, more stress damage. Never Virtue. I don't know if you can Virtue in the Nightmare. I think you can, but
no hope at all.
Actually, maybe not. I don't think you can. I feel like you can't. Hopeless is pretty bad. She moved up. Why does Hopeless move you forward? Hopeless should move you back. I know Fearful does. But I feel like Masochistic and Abusive should move you forward, and then, like, Hopeless should move you back. Like, why would you walk towards danger? Come on, game. Is Musketeer gonna show up with the damage and carry us? She's been chilling. She's been chilling this entire time. Guard break. Guard break. At least the horror dot's gone. Move back, Man at Arms. On the first possible chance. Oh, JK. Oh, it's
alone does not dissuade
nice.
The sharpened blade.
The answer's foot wraps. There's only the 3rd Nightmare. The Aegis scales are actually pretty good right now. I love that they make a snake sound. We need to get rid of these 2 herbs that have been sitting there. Well, we don't... Okay. So not a lot of people know this. You don't have to take the Shieldbreaker trinkets. I didn't know this either. Thick had to tell me. If you just leave them in the window and close it out, they go back to town. So unless you're going to put these on, you don't have to take them. And take this gold. We need to get rid of these herbs. These herbs have just been sitting here. Okay. Hopefully no more distractions. I just realized too that I have stopped handing out the judged role in Discord for the people that send in runs, so I gotta go track these people down and give them their green Discord title. Forgot. Yeah, these herbs are starting to tilt me. Like, they haven't done anything. We haven't found any coral. We haven't found any fish. They're just sitting there. They're not doing anything. There's only 2 more Curio, too. Man, I respect it. Do afflictions lower your trap disarm chance? That's so wild.
Cruel machinations spring to life.
I think we still have to herbs this off, just because that debuff lasts like 12 rounds. So it would last all the way to the boss fight and for like the first couple turns. I do think we should be picking up this loot. But who knows? If we make it to the boss and we survive, we can probably walk back and get it. Hopefully we don't have a lot of fights after that, though. Like, a repop would be pretty scary. Alright, I'd like to max out the torch before we open that, because that's just bonus stress. Very scary. God, this fight's pretty scary for Leper. Like, Leper can do very well in this fight, but we have two position, like, severely position-dependent heroes, and one... Nice. We have one that can dance, one that doesn't really care. Man-at-Arms, he's chilling usually. So, okay, this is always the hard part of this fight. Do you kill the Anchorman on turn 1, or do you wait for it to transfer the prot debuff, or the prop up? And I'm still not quite sure which is better. Alright, that was good. Bolster. It should be bolster this turn. Oh, we got the stun. That's pretty good. I think back in the day, I don't know if they changed the move resist, but I moved one of these. I'm pretty sure I either put the boss in front of the Anchorman or the Anchorman behind the boss, and then the Anchorman can't attack. I'm pretty sure. That was, like, really funny. So, if you want to do, like, the 10% chance to insta-win, that's it. Okay, I do like the all-in on damage approach. Good dodge. Bolster. 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 The longer you wait, the worse bolster gets. Protecting our ordering. Remind me. Alright, probably pierce the front one. If we hit like 15, 16, good. That means that the hue should do enough value here, or enough damage. Nice. Cool. Boarding clutch. We're dodging without bolster. What is this madness? Alright, that's good. Even though we have balance, so it's not gonna pull us. There's almost no chance of that happening. Adders would have been a good swap for Impale this fight, because we can still move back and do a lot of damage, and we can still protect our positioning, like our integrity, if you will. Yeah, see, that's the thing about this boss. It melts. It's very strange. Because sometimes if you just lock down the Anchorman for a couple turns and just, you know, not let it do its shenanigans, boss dies. Like, this boss will melt. Alright, good. Good with the Impale just to move back. Finally, a bleed stuck through that blood charm. Okay, Leper's at 0 stress though, so he's probably the best person you get hit by this. He's definitely the best person. Alright, got an extra turn. 1 damage to check death blow. Red Hook, you're so mean. Oh. This dude's just going. I forget what that debuff is. Minus damage and crit. Ouch. Yeah, it's worth a cleanse. Stun doesn't do much. I would consider stunning the boss. Like, that thing's already attacked, so it's really just the damage we're doing.
Masterfully executed.
Cure that bleed. Why pop holy water? Yeah. It's always a fun duo. Let me cure my status and then buff my resist. Just shoot him. Ah! One of Mark's biggest weaknesses as a strategy is if the enemy has multiple actions, since it falls off faster, it gets weaker. But especially when you have like no one else to benefit from Mark, it gets way worse to do. Like if we had Bounty Hunter instead of Leper, I'd probably be marking like every turn or something, but we don't. God, this is so awkward. Oh, that is physical pain, dude. That is physical frickin' pain. Oops, hold on. I was having a speaker issue again. It's pretty annoying. Kinda sounds like it's about to happen, although I fixed it earlier. So I don't know. Stun the boss. Probably just to slow it down. And some damage here. What's the damage penalty on Purge? I guess he's still better. Shooting gets really bad. I guess healing's fine. Yeah, the reason shooting gets bad is because right now the boss has 50 prot on it. And it's not marked, so we're not doing a lot of damage.
Injury. Palpable.
Is that our second affliction? Puncture for the damage and to get out of rank 4, because that's the only thing Shieldbreaker can do in rank 4. That's part of the reason I think Puncture's so good. Like, not just the guard break and the speed debuff and all that, the movements. It's already a very loaded move, but it's the fact that Shieldbreaker can't do anything else in rank 4, so that gets her out of rank 4. So she can keep her momentum going, so that's why Puncture's really good. Yeah, I think it's worth popping. Stun the boss. Because the front dude can't even attack, so just stun the boss. Like, Leper should be able to clean that up. Oh, we can't get in front of Leper either. Nice. That's actually pretty cool. I'd be greedy. I would pierce the boss and then have Leper. Oh, oh my god. JK, bro. That boss was under half, by the way. It is creeping back up. This fight is such a jerk in a lot of cases. I could resist. This changes things. I would stun the Anchor Man on this turn. Because we can stun it and then pierce. Oh, but for some reason Man-at-Arms went before Shieldbreaker, which is not supposed to happen. Alright, I respect that. Now we can pierce this turn. You have to make sure that thing dies. Nice. Good. Now we shoot for big damage. Yes, Musketeer showing up. The prize is mine. No, you missed. I've read the comic. I've seen the lore. Oh, that doesn't riposte. Sadness. Alright, move back. Move back. Couldn't even see the damage it did. Alright, nice. Leper showing up finally. Alright, don't mark it. It's such a tempo drop. Alright, that dodge was pretty clutch. For as much as it feels like we're struggling, we were able to get Leper up in front to eat every single one of these anchors, and that's pretty good. That's very welcome. Okay, the mark's solid there. Because we can hopefully hew and erase this thing this turn, then we can shoot it next turn. Yeah. Okay, so we have our damage ready. Okay. We're gonna lose. We only have one turn of mark, I think. Might be two. Stun? Stun's really good, yeah. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're chilling. This fight's over. It should be. Okay, we still have one turn of mark. That's good. What? Bruh. He's still. Oh, that's not a turn. That's a lair action type of thing. Okay, so that's a second boss that has, or second enemy that has that mechanic. I wish other ones did. Like, it's Prophet, the Taskmaster, and Farmstead, of all things. And then this dude. Then I guess Thing from the Stars is another one. Oh, we needed that crit. That would have wrapped this fight up. I guess you could say that, he's another one that has it. I think there's one more. That has, like, they do it at the start of the round, but, like, it doesn't take an action type of thing. Which is why I call them lair actions, if you ever played 5e. Very cool mechanic. God, we're so close. Stun? I just go for it. He's at what, 16 HP? We should have enough here. He's gonna heal for like 12, so we have to find like 28 damage. That changes things. If SB goes first, I would actually kill the Anchorman. That's awkward. I think we still kill the Anchorman, just to take that prot debuff off. It kind of sucks to kill the Anchorman with SB like that, because she has Pierce, and that would have went through the armor. And the armor's the big issue right now. That's like, if we didn't do that, then it would have healed. That was the most clutch dodge that could have ever happened in the history of ever. That is like a game-winning dodge. Especially considering who the target was. So it's not pulling your rank 4 up into rank 1 and messing up your whole team. Second affliction. Oh my goodness, nice job. That was tough. Yeah, we still got like 4 minutes left. What are you doing? Okay, we go back for the secret room. Let's see what we get here. Video? Okay. Didn't look like we had a fight on the way. Okay, we looted all the stuff. That's good. We get to see quirks.
Secrets
no.
and wonders can be found in the most
Feels
tenebrous
Badman.
corners of this place.
Alright.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
I'm pretty
Now
sure.
it must be carried home.
We had heavy boots. Heavy boots would have been really useful. Yeah, looks like there's nothing left. Okay. So thank you, Neon, for sending that in. Very cool. And good job recovering from a otherwise crappy situation. And I think some of the moves could have changed around and would have made that a lot easier from my perspective, but it's okay. We got the W. We have 4 trap gems. Very cool. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Next time, I don't know, all the usual stuff. Plague Doctor Guide in the works. I'm working on DLC guides because I've been getting asked that. Like, lately I've been getting asked to do those, but like over time people have been asking me to make DLC guides, so I'm going to make those too. And I don't know when I'm starting on those, but I started writing them. So that's it for this one. Next viewer run, I think, is like 2 Shamblers or something. I can't remember. But that's it. So thanks for watching. And I'll see you later.